All right, here's the load of brush that we loaded from the tree job yesterday. I gotta get the rope out of here. I tied it to this tree. I had to trim the tree so I can tie it off. But I need to trim it anyways. I'm just waiting for the goats to eat the bottom before I trim it all off. But anyway, this is where we've dropped brush before, David Ray and I. But most of the old stuff broke down. So this is the new stuff we dropped off. They'll nibble on it through the winter and break it, and it'll break down. And I might have to come out here with the rake and spread it out so it breaks down better. But it's a good hideout for the rabbits. For the cats to hunt, maybe. But anyhow, maybe the cats might make a burrow in there. I doubt it. I gotta trim up that one. I didn't trim it right. Oh, I left that branch because I didn't want. Yeah, see, I try to trim them. So you see where the goats are eating the bottom of the trees, and I try to trim them to where there's still some life on the tree before I trim it all the way up. But I'm gonna lollipop all of them eventually. Cow farmers will cut out, or not cut out, they'll bulldoze out most of their trees, and I don't think that's such a good idea. You know, you just need to either lollipop them or take them out to the degree that you have enough daylight underneath for the ground to get and grow grass. I'm gonna take these two persimmons out because they're growing into this pine, and there's a grapevine, looks like, too. But anyways, not pine, juniper. That being said, the goats love the persimmons, so I could let the persimmon grow and take out the juniper, because I got two junipers right there. You know, so I do like the junipers, and I got plenty of persimmons over there, so I might go ahead and take the persimmon out. But anyhow, that being said, if I want to keep this oak tree, then I'll have to take the juniper out. Probably. Not sure. Or at least take this half out, the one growing to the left, and keep the one on the right. Yeah, I might do that actually. Because like I said, I got plenty of persimmons over there. The goats like the persimmons. I got to come back over here and get my rope, get my straps. I'm going to go get some hay today. And then next time I'm home, I'll probably get some more of these cattle panels to put around the hay bales. For some reason, they like this yard better than they do that yard. Probably the goat house. That goat house is freaking awesome. I built it pretty much by myself. Cindy helped me with the siding, helped hold it up while I put the screws in. But other than that, I pretty much built it myself and designed it myself, and the goats love it. I'm building another one over here, but it's not finished. But it's going to be a 2-story, so it's going to have a loft in the top. Because when I understand, the male goats, the bucks, like to stay in the loft, and the females typically stay on the bottom. And that's their guardian instinct, where they'll stay on top. So the water's all pretty much frozen, but I've got this liquid cattle feed that I used to haul. It looks like poop in some places because it's like dried up and I had to squirt it out. But anyways, it's got salt and whatnot in it, so it'll melt the ice, and that'll keep their water from freezing, and it'll give them a liquid supplement for the winter. So, but it looks like it's starting to melt a little bit. It's warming up today, so they'll get some water today. And like I said, these black and blue lake tubs, I put the supplement in. And then the white ones, except for the blue ones over here, because the neighbors got cattle, and I don't want them trying to bust down the fence to get to the cattle feed. But over here, it's just strictly water. So eventually I'm going to start using 55-gallon barrels. I'm going to cut them in half. I'll use the top half for planters and the bottom half for water and mineral supplement for the goats. But anyhow, yeah, I think I just got that Facebook message about the hay. Just need to know what time I need to go pick it up. He's already confirmed he has some. He's got me the address. He said 11 o'clock. 10:04. I'll change that to a cool face. Boom. So 11 o'clock. I'll text Sophie. My mom's message didn't go through last night. Yiska sent me, she's always sending me memes. Going to pick up the hay in about an hour period. Do you want to go with me? Question mark. Yeah, she's supposed to pay me back about 80 bucks for fuel, which I'm going to spend on the hay. So, all right, I'm going to get these straps and this rope. Get ready to go. Look at the goats. They want over here. They like this yard better, but they'll be over here in a week or so. Let's see what the schedule is for rotating the goats. Oh, 2 weeks. They'll be over here in 2 weeks. All right. Oh yeah, here's the junk food that David Ray always says I give my goats. So he's always telling people I'm giving them crappy junk food that has no nutritional value. But here's some crappy goat food that has no nutritional value that I bought them. This was Sweet Feed. I think it's 14%. I got from my Diamond L feed, and 14% all purpose. Let's see here. It's got crude protein 14%, crude fat 2.5%, crude fiber 20%, calcium just under 1%, phosphates 1/3%, potassium just over 0.5%, vitamin A 3,000 IUs per pound. And I think this is the oat blend. She asked me which one I wanted. She gave me a option, and I picked oat. This has oats in it, zinc, a bunch of other minerals. But anyway, so yeah, it came from Bill's Feed in Bolivar. I can get it there probably cheaper, but I typically go to Diamond Dale. This is the 2 buckets of persimmons that we got from the tree job yesterday. And the goats have been eating out of this. I was going to dump it in their yard, but they come up here and eat out of the bucket. So I'm like, I'll just leave it there for now. I was afraid I ran over this. Dang it. Well, it still holding some water, and I broke up the ice a little bit. I just won't go this way again. I'll clean that up later. I had a feeling it was too close to the road. But they got another swimming pool over there. I put liquid feed in some lick tubs over here for the cats as well. Meow. This is Candy. She's our little princess. This is Callie. So anyways, this is the goat food that I'm giving the goats. So this is the alfalfa pellets. This is the 14%. Open this up. And then I put their herbal blend in here as well, so you can see what's in here. It's basically Sweet Feed. And then I already blended the goat food with some chickens, with the chicken food I had left over, and then some stuff my brother gave me when he was working at a seed plant. So I've been mixing, the chicken food isn't really for goats. It won't hurt them. It's beneficial for them, but they need more goat food than they need chicken food. So I bought the alfalfa and the Sweet Feed to blend the blend that I already blended in these two tubs. I'll show you what I got here. So in here I've got corn, goat pellets, and then chicken stuff. Oh shit! That's the chicken feeder, but right now I got cat food in it. Obviously it's working, so that's good to know. Anyways, There's a little bit of dog food in here because I was putting dog food into chicken food for added nutrients. It's mostly grain, anyways, and whatnot. So that's already blended goat food, chicken food, and that other stuff my brother gave me from the seed plant. And now I'm blending that with the sweet feed and the alfalfa pellets to give them more goat nutrition rather than chicken nutrition. But it's all good stuff. Nothing's going to hurt them. In fact, it's all going to help them. In fact, they love it. That's why we call it candy. Now, David misuses that terminology and tells everybody I'm just feeding them junk food because I call it candy. I call it candy because I use it to control them because they love it so much. But mostly they forage for their stuff. You know, I give them supplements. I give them a little bit more feed in the winter. I give them supplements in their food. I give them supplements in their water. And now I'm going to buy hay today. So they'll have that as well. So that should get them through the winter between the hay bales and the liquid supplement that I add to their diet, their water. Like I said, I only do it in certain lick tubs, and then the other ones are just plain water. And it's rainwater. And right now, the first two rotations, I didn't let them out of their yard at all. Even Paul knows where he lives, but the other ones, not so much. So now on the second two rotations, I'm only letting them out while I'm home, and they're staying close. You know, they don't go very far. So that's good. So in 2 weeks, I'll rotate them back to this first yard, and then I'll only let them out when I'm home. Then after that, I'll rotate them back to the first yard, and I'll leave the gate open for the rest of the winter. And just let them roam, do whatever they want, like I did with Paul, because they'll always come back because they know where home is now. In fact, last night I didn't even lock them up. I just left the gate open. So they're staying here, so they're not going anywhere. And it's only 5 goats. It's nothing to worry about. And I might have one sold. So let's see, 2 weeks. So in 5 weeks, they'll be free to roam and do whatever they want, wherever they want, whenever they want. And they'll just come home at night, you know. Come home to roost. And in that way, they'll have plenty of foliage, plenty of forage. They can go get water, get whatever they want, whatever they need, wherever they want to go and get it, you know. As long as they're not going on a neighbor's property and getting in trouble, then, you know, might have to lock them up. But for the winter, I don't think they're going to be a problem. And like I said, I only got 5 goats. So they usually stay close if their numbers are small. Once the numbers get bigger, they tend to wander further. So once I get the perimeter fenced in, then that won't be a problem. Then what I'll do is I'll just I'll have their 3 yards that they'll return to every night. And then I'll just rotate them in those 3 yards and feed them in those 3 yards. And then just let them run amok, you know, run all over the land and forage for whatever they want, whenever they want. And then I'll just fence off the things I don't want them to eat, like my gardens and stuff. I'm also going to work on herb gardens too, where I'll be growing things that will help keep the parasites down and other diseases. So anything that'll grow in zone 7, I'll grow it here, and then I'll have it protected where they can't eat it all. They can only eat, you know, whatever grows up outside the perimeter of where I'm growing it. And then that way they'll have their herbal supplement that's growing wild, whatever, and you know, I'll just reseed it all the time but I won't have to worry about, buying the finished product all the time. And once it's pretty much dominating that circle or that yard, then I won't need to buy seed anymore. It'll just reseed itself because the stuff in the center they won't be able to get to. So the stuff in the center will go to seed, and then it'll basically reseed itself, and then they'll just eat the stuff on the edge. So that's my game plan. And then anything that doesn't grow in Zone 7, I'll have to go buy. But yeah, like diatomaceous earth, I can't grow that. No, I can't grow diatomaceous earth. So, all right, I'm gonna go pet Mimi for a little bit more. She loves attention. They all love attention. And then I'm gonna go get that hay. Okay, bye. All right. So I got my hay bales. Saved a little bit of money. They're like $40 a piece, although they said they were the second cut. So they're not the first pick of the litter, but I got goats. My goats aren't as sensitive as other animals, so the second cut's fine. But get a good picture here. Here we go. So yeah, just strap it down, take it there, and then I can hook it to a tree or one of my other truck and yank them off. And I'll be good to go. Got her good and strapped down. I don't think it's going anywhere. What do you think? I think I overdid it a little bit, but all right. So goats are gonna be good for the rest of the year, or the winter, I mean. All right. I think I got a nail in that tire. It was low yesterday, and I bought a new air pump, so I'll have to air it up again when I get home. All right, bye. All right, I brought some of the hay to the rabbits. Figure they could probably use it. These are the floppy-eared ones. They're funny. Come here, little rabbits. Rabbits. If I try to pet them, they jump. They like to sniff you, but they don't really like to be handled too much. So, but they're liking the hay, so that's good. That's good. Hi. Hello, bunnies. Hello, bunnies. Can I get my hand in there? Not really. Alrighty. Now I'm off to feed the goats. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. I don't want them up on top of the hay bales, that's for sure. Anyways, I'm gonna go up front, get my other truck, basically use it to pull the hay bale off. So have the other truck back in here, and then I'll pull forward. Not sure where I'll probably put the hay bale, right here maybe. Not sure yet. But yeah, I'll use the other truck to pull it off of the trailer. I need to scoop this and put it in there. So basically, if I put one of these around the hay bale, it'll keep them out. But the problem is it'll be tight if I only do like one overlap instead of two. Actually, no, I won't even be able to do that. I'll only be able to do a half of an overlap, so I won't even be able to overlap it. I'll have to just tie it into itself, and it'll still be tight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably take two and put two around it and overlap it. Two like this is too big, but if I overlap it more than two or four technically on each side, it'll be tighter and more durable, and the goats won't be able to manipulate it as much. Now they will be able to move it around, which is okay. I just don't want them to get on top of the hay bales and soil the hay bales. So that's why I'm doing it this way. I've got one cattle panel available right now. I got the keys to the other truck in my big truck. Oh, and I got them on my belt loop. So technically the goats aren't supposed to be in this yard right now. But they like this yard. Once I get done doing what I'm doing, then I'll lock them out of this yard again. Right now they're following me around like I'm the ringleader, which I am. I gotta take this oak tree out eventually. So I've got some goat panels and I have some cattle panels. I think I only have one cattle panel left, so I'll have to go buy some more when I get in town. However, I got some on the fence line that I might steal from for now, because I think I only have one cattle panel left over here. That's not in use. I did put some panels behind Sarah's camper. Let me see what they are, or if I even moved them or not. Now they're not here anymore. So yeah, I got one cattle panel and two goat panels. Oh, I got this cattle panel I can use. All right, I might use that one. Then I need to go buy more. I mean, I got some more over here in that little yard. But yeah, anyways, and I got some more there for the elderberries. which I heard that I gotta mow them down in order for them to propagate more. They like to be mowed down for some reason. Meow. So yeah, that'll work for now. I'll get those 2 cattle panels around it so the goats aren't climbing on it. And then uh, and then I'll get some more next time I'm home to put in the other yard. Now keep the small one for the leftovers, and I'll use the bigger one for the new hay bales that I bring in. So it's basically 4-foot diameter. Yeah, diameter. And then, so it's 12.5-foot circumference. So we'll just call that 13, 14, 15, 16. That gives me 3 feet left over on the cattle panels. So I could just do a really thick ring and have it overlap maybe half, not half, 25%. And that way it's, no, that's still half on each side. So I'll probably go, I don't know, I'll figure it out. I don't know if they've been up here yet or not. I know Paul has. All right. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I decided to put it right here. And so I'm gonna use this truck to pull it off the trailer. And I'm gonna try to set it up right so that I can put the cattle panel ring around it. Now it rots slower this way than it does the other way, but I don't know. Anyways, I'm not too concerned about it rotting as much, because the goats will probably have it eaten down before then anyways. So it's just an extra supplement, and whatever they don't eat will be nutrients that'll go back to the soil. So, and I got a decent deal on them. You know, I only paid $40 for them, which is cheaper than a lot of the other people. So, all right. All right, here we go. Well, it didn't fall the way I wanted it to fall, but maybe I can still pick it up. Then again, this is the best way for it to be landing. Maybe I'll just put the cattle panel ring around it as is. I don't know. We'll see if I can get it to stand up. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. But Yeah. Let's see. I don't think I'm strong enough to push it. But I put the strap on it and pull it that direction. And at least pull it partly that direction, and maybe I can lift it up myself by hand. Then again, like I said, maybe I should just leave it like this. It's better for it to be like this. Just put the cattle panel ring around it. As tight as I can get it. And let the goats have at it. And then they could just move it around. Move the cattle panel ring around. They're strong enough. They can push it. Whenever, you know, they eat it down and it gets too small for them to get to it, they can push the ring to end up getting to it. Yeah, anyways, maybe I'll just leave it right here. I think I will. To hell with it. Let's cut these straps off, put the ring around it, and call it good. I tried putting it in reverse. What do I do with my gloves? I don't know what I do with my gloves. I tried putting it in reverse and then slamming on the brake, seeing if I could flip it off, but that didn't work. I may have to pull up, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll get the, this is something. Oh, this grew up out of the hay that I bought this summer. Burdock. Don't want that. All those seeds now are there. Wow, a lot of burdock seeds. So, I'm gonna have to get rid of this. I mean, burdock's good for you, but I don't necessarily want it on this property. I'll have to come back and try and pick up all those seeds. Get off. Quit eating it. You're gonna spread burdock. Look, you got one on your face. Come here, give me. What, now you want it? Come here. There. Alright, I'm gonna go get the other truck and see if I can pull this off where I want it. I got that other rope. I can use it if I have to. That, it's like a 120-foot rope, I think. I don't remember how. It came out of my well at Kaplinger. So it's come in handy. It's come in handy. So yeah, I try to repurpose everything if I can. So I'll get back here with a hay fork, scoop this up, put it in that ring so it doesn't go to waste. It's not as good as this one because it's old, but it's still edible as long as they didn't poop and pee on it, which they probably did. But I guess if it rains and washes it clean, then it won't be so bad, I guess. I don't know. There's my gloves. All right, this one I'm gonna do a little different so I can get my little truck out of here. I want to have a little gap there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook the straps to it. Maybe I should do it over here. No, 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 no. So I'll hook the strap to it, and then I'll pull this one forward to pull it off. And see how that works out. Then that way it'll be still somewhat out of the road, and I can always move it over if I need to. All right. Yeah, this is my little turnaround road. Well, that worked out pretty good. I was able to flip it over on its top side like I want. And I got it a little closer so it'll be easier to pull off. I'm surprised I was able to actually flip it. But it's been dry lately, so everything's dry. So it's lighter. If it was wet, I probably wouldn't have been able to do that. All right, let's see how good I do. I got it good and snug. We're gonna yank it off. Well, that worked out pretty good. It's almost right side up like I wanted. And if this one's light enough to flip right side up, the other one might be light enough to flip right side up. So I'll just pull this pickup truck forward, and it should plop down exactly the way I want it. Just unhook these. And we'll pull her forward. And, well, I'll put the ring around it once I get one. Well, I fell over, mostly because it was trying to follow me for some reason. So I backed up and then it fell over. So, oh, the ball hitch was right here. So it was hooked and I was dragging it. So I was like, well, I can't have that. So I backed up and it fell over. But that's all right. I was able to lift it up once. I should be able to do that again. And I'll lift one of these up and not the other, and see how long one lasts over the other. But I was told that if you set them upright, they'll rot down quicker. So we'll see. But like I said, the goats may eat it quicker than it'll rot down, so it might not matter. They're face deep in it. They're liking it. Goofy goats. Goofy goats. All right, enjoy it while it lasts. All right, so I got the cattle panels. I'm gonna go ahead and try to lift this up. If I can't, no big deal. I'll put the cattle panels around it either way. But I'm gonna try to lift it up, see what I can do. Yeah. If I try to go that way, it'll be easier, but I kind of want it that way. So let's see how many muscles I actually got. All right, I could have made it smaller. I was thinking I should have, but oh well. So I did 5 rings on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and only 3 on this side. So I probably should have did 6 on both sides, but that's all right. I might redo it later, but that'll work for now. Like I said, the goats can push against it, move it around, and get the hay. And maybe next week I'll make it smaller. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm a little lazy. I don't want to take it apart and put it back together again. However, I do want it to be accurate. So I may just take it apart and do it back the way it should, or make it tighter. I just didn't want it to be too tight, but now it's too loose. So I'm thinking I'll go in 3 more. That'll suck it in a lot on this side. And I could have done that today, but I don't know. I just didn't feel like it. I got a bunch of things I got to do still. So maybe next time I'll bring it in 3 more rings. 1, 2, 3. That'll suck it in a lot tighter. And then I might later just suck that one in 1. But now I know that this is too loose. So the next one I do, I'll do definitely 6 and 6. So if I do 6, 1, 2, 3, that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's basically 24 feet circumference. And I only need, well, not for this. I need a little bit bigger for this. But for if it was upright, I only need 13 circumference. This is 24. So 6. If I go 7, that'll take 4 more rings off. Oh, wait. That's not right. Okay, these are 4 inches. So, I don't know, I'm confused. So there's 24. That's 12. Wait. Okay, yeah, that'd be about right. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So go 1, 2, 3. Wait, let's start over here. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that'll be 12 foot. So I might only want to do 5. That'll be 13 foot. Okay, so if I bring these in 2 more, that don't seem right. Maybe I did my calculations wrong. I'll figure it out. Ugh. I just know that my other cattle panel rings are too small. But I overlapped them by 2.
No, I'm.
Oh, okay. So, oh wait, no, I did that wrong anyways. That's how I was just calculating 6 inches. It's only 4 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So whatever 20 by 4 inches is, that's how big these are. I don't think it'll fit around a hay bale. I think I have to go out to the end here. So basically, if was to put two together, I'd have to basically only have maybe two of these gaps, maybe three of these gaps, or four total between the two cattle panels. So it'll be two cattle panels thick, except for in four spots on either side. I think that's the right calculation. But I don't know. We'll see. All right. These are the alfalfa pellets. And this is goat food, goat food. Most of this is goat food. You don't want to give bucks too much corn because it's hard on their bladder. But anyway, this is exactly why I have the grain. Now I got to get these goats out of the second yard and back into the first yard because they're eating the hay in the second yard that doesn't have the cattle panel ring around it. Apparently that one tastes better. I don't know. Anyways, so I'm going to be moving them over to the first yard using the food, the grain, the pellets. Because they like this more than they do the hay. Then I'll go lock the gates and then they can't get back in there. But they got hay on the in the other yard too, so they'll be fine. It's just protected so they can't jump on it. That's the big thing. If they didn't jump on it, I wouldn't need to put the cattle panel rings around it. Man. Well, they know what I got. They're like, oh yeah, we want some of that. They'll come down here in this corner, be like, we're trapped. But they'll figure it out. They're smart. But hopefully they don't figure it out before I get the grain over here. Because then they'll bum rush me. There's a little bit there. 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 And the rest right there. Ah! I guess I could go ahead and close. I'll do it later. Come on. You know what to do. Yeah. It's all down there. She knows what's up. So you just got to be smarter than a goat. All right. And that's how you control them. With food. The good stuff. And it's not just junk food. It's got a lot of nutrients in it. And I put the dewormer stuff, dewormer herbs in there as well. And now I got ringworm medicine or herbs in there as well. So it just keeps improving as time goes on. All right, I need both hands. I got this little guy from my niece. All right. So let's go see the damage they did on the first hay bale already. Not terrible. But yeah, they're gonna eat this first because that's old and this is fresh. So yeah, next time I'm home in about a week, I'll put a ring around this as well so it'll last a little bit longer. So yeah, there's my little rings. Anyways, all in a day's work. So I got to go set up for the winter. They got plenty of hay, plenty of forage, plenty of feed. So they're good. I don't have to buy anything else for the winter. I still might buy some more grain, and I still got to buy 2 more cattle panels. But I don't really need to. So I'm set up for the winter. Now I gotta do is finish their goat house in the first yard, and then finish the fencing that Judas never finished. He didn't even really care about building them a house. Him and I built that first one that's dilapidated. I went and reinforced it, and he was supposed to put the siding on to protect it from the weather and to protect them from the weather. But he never did. It's still laying there on the ground. As usual, you don't do shit. And then he talks trash on me all over the county like I'm the one with the problem. But I am the one with the problem because I trusted him. And that was my problem. I trusted and relied on somebody who was not trustworthy and not reliable. Okay, I need 2 hands again.